So just over 6 years ago, I was having one of the greatest years of my life. I had ran 5 marathons. I had finished the World Marathon Majors, and I found a lump. And no one would have ever thought that this would happen because I was so healthy. And unfortunately, I got it checked. And on my 44th birthday, I was diagnosed with invasive ductal carcinoma. So 44th birthday present, cancer diagnosis, a lot of confusion, really. I had 2 young children. My son was 6 at the time. My daughter was about 10, right? And I had a great career at NBCUniversal running advanced advertising and data strategy. And there was this big sort of black rock sitting in front of you that you really didn't know how it was going to change your life, if you could get past the rock, and what happened next.
So how, obviously this was a really difficult time in your life. What sort of support did you get from NBC and NBCU and beyond, even with Adobe, if that is a factor?
Sure. The support was fantastic, and from NBCU and my coworkers, from Linda Yaccarino, who I was working with very closely at the time, from friends in the industry, many of whom are here today, and vendors like Adobe at the time. I couldn't believe it when I was out post-surgery. They would send me care baskets and check in on me, and as did many other people throughout the industry. It was such a humbling reminder of the generosity of people and our industry, but also their patience, understanding, and giving me the time to heal.
What kind of suggestions would you give to leaders and colleagues about supporting women and people in general going through diagnosis to coming back?
Sure, that is so important. I'm so glad you asked that, because with between 1 in 6 and 1 in 8 women and men actually falling ill with breast cancer, you know, it's like pregnancy, right? And we do so much for maternity, paternity leave, family leave, and yet I'm not sure that we as a society have our plans done for breast cancer. And we need to have that mechanism where we allow for people to accept their diagnosis and then just know that their leave is taken care of, that they don't have to worry about their jobs, that their spouses can do what they need to do. A lot of the mechanics are there, but it's not a package that's put in place. And when you receive that kind of diagnosis, you don't want to think about what's going to happen with my job, or how will I continue my career or these engagements. You want to think about how to get better and to fight something very serious. And I think we as an industry, as a society, need to do better about creating that plan for when something like this happens. It's very important to understand when a coworker falls ill, what are their needs, right? They may have support at home, they may not. They may have to travel for care. Some people choose to be vocal about it, some don't. So what I would say to any manager who has somebody on their team, or just coworker really, is to take your lead from the person going through it. Do they want to talk about it? Maybe they don't. Don't make empty offers. And I know they're heartfelt, but sometimes they come across empty. Anything you need, or what can I do for you? That person has so much on their mind. Offer to do something, right? I'm going to send a meal, or let me sit in that meeting for you. Give concrete examples of how you can help and how you can support, because I think that is much easier than putting the burden of figuring out what they need on the patient, right? And then on their return to work, make sure that reentry is programmed. This is like anything else. It's like someone coming back from pregnancy, sabbatical, leaving and coming back to a job. Things change over the months that someone has to deal with cancer treatment. And expecting them just to hop back in is incredibly stressful. So work with people to create a plan just like you would a new hire, and make sure they know that's done for them, and when they come in, they're not coming in blind. As for the cancer patient themselves, I would say don't be a hero, right? This is something serious that happens to your body. We don't know why, right? Some people are healthy, some people aren't, and it doesn't discriminate, right? So when it happens, take the time you need to heal. Don't try to be a hero. There are amazing support networks, websites, information out there, so lean on them, and don't try to be that person that takes chemo in the morning and rushes back to work. It's not the time to show heroics. It's the time to take care of yourself.
This is great. So just a last question for you. What does the mission of breastcancer.org mean to you?
It means so much. It brings together people, men and women, who recognize the challenge that we're up with, this disease, this cancer. It brings the people together. It creates opportunities for fundraising, information share, and support. And those three things are absolutely essential.